What's up everyone, it's your favorite blind guy, my name is Ross, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how blind people are able to type on iOS. This is specifically for iPhones, not Android, but yeah, so I get asked this question a lot really, how do you text as a blind person? And it's actually a pretty good question, you know, like a lot of questions I get asked over and over again, but this one is like I don't mind answering because, for real, how do blind people text on smartphones? Well, back before smartphones even existed, blind people used to use, I guess, like Blackberries, Nokias. I had an AT&T Nokia, for anyone who remembered those, because the keyboard was really accessible. So then when iPhones came out, a bunch of blind people were like, oh God, how are we gonna be able to text? And the truth is that it actually really sucked. It was like one letter at a time sort of thing, or eventually you could use dictation. But I mean, do you really call that texting? I don't really think so. It's called dictation for a reason. And I personally am not a fan of, you know, like writing emails or texts or whatever through dictation because I don't like people hearing my stuff. It's just a privacy thing. So up until like a few years ago, this was a big problem for a lot of blind people, including myself. And so now, long story short, we have this app called Flicktype, and essentially it's an on-screen keyboard, a third-party keyboard that allows blind people to text pretty much as accurately and as quickly as sighted people. It's a really great app, and so that's what I'm gonna show you guys how I use today. So if you guys do like this video, hit that like button. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Also, if you haven't noticed yet, I am actually wearing merch, and this is our first line of merch called Accessibility Matters. And essentially, for those of you who can't see this, it's the WASD keys of a gaming keyboard, and the WASD are in Braille, not print. And then below it says hashtag A11Y, which stands for accessibility on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that. So yeah, if you want to show your support for, you know, just inclusion for people with all sorts of disabilities, whether it's software, gaming, education, pick up one of these shirts down below. It'll be in the description, as well as I think I have it paired with YouTube and all that. So you should just be able to see it below the video. But yeah, definitely check that out, and time to show you guys how I am able to type. Okay, so this is Flicktype, the keyboard that allows blind people to text. And so essentially the way it works is you tap where you think the letter is, and you keep doing that until you have your word, and then you swipe right. So for example, I'm gonna type hello, H-E-L-L-O. Boom, it corrected it. Hello. Also, now the cool thing from here is that you can swipe down in case it was the wrong word, for example, and it will give you other words.
Jello, jelly, Kelly.
Now, say I wanted to add punctuation. I would type hello, swipe right, and then if I wanted to add punctuation, I would just swipe right again, and it would add a period. And then from here, I could swipe down to change the punctuation.
Comma.
Boom, just like that. All right, so let's go back up to the period, and now check this out. If you swipe up from here, you'll have access to a custom rotor wheel list of sorts of emojis, preset emojis that you can define that essentially you use often.
Smiling face, grinning face with normal eyes, face with tears of joy,
like
face
that.
rolling on the floor laughing, party face with a party horn, hat and confetti, face, grin, smile, period.
And literally using those, 3 techniques, I'm able to type just as fast and accurately as a sighted person.
Hello, comma. How are you doing today, question mark. My name is Ross, period.
Just like
Smiling
that.
Face.
So yeah, it's pretty exciting. Just like that, I'm able to type full sentences without using dictation or anything like that. Okay, so here you have all the Flicktype keyboard settings, and there's a bunch of them. So I'm not gonna go over all of them, but essentially, yeah, like you can change the type of vibration, the type of keyboard sound, the color of the keyboard, how big the keyboard is. Like there's a bunch of different things you can change to make it the most accessible for you. There's even an Apple Watch app. Right here we have the Flicktype dictionary, and this is where you can add in words that essentially Flicktype doesn't have in by default. So for example, I noticed that Flicktype doesn't have a lot of names in its dictionary. It doesn't recognize even common names. And so I've pretty much filled up the dictionary with a bunch of names that I've used before, and it will remember that from now until the end of time. All right, so there you guys have it. That's how I use Flicktype and how blind people text on iPhones. If you guys have any questions, of course, hit me up in the comments down below, and I will see you guys next time.